What happens when Louisiana flavors crash into bold Vietnamese flavors? Hang around and find out. I've got the charcoal going. You might see some wisp of smoke going by here every now and then, but I went this morning and picked up 24 or 2 dozen blue crabs right here out of the Gulf of Mexico. Now, I had to ice these down to tame them down because, boy, they were active and they were, you know how it goes with blue crabs. So I went ahead and iced them down to make them go to sleep and get them dormant. At that point, I went ahead and cleaned every one of these crabs. Now, when I boil crab or steam crab, I never do any of that. I'll leave them whole because I do believe the innards of a crab help season that crab, kind of like leaving the head on a shrimp, same type thing, and it actually adds to the flavor. Now, I did clean these, and I already know in the comments I'm gonna have somebody say, oh, you washed away the best part, the mustard. Well, not this time, because trust me, what's going on top of that to replace that mustard, it's going to be good. It's going to make them taste buds dance. Absolutely. Done this before. That's how I know. Hang around, and we're going to get this thing fired up here momentarily. I'm using the Pits and Spits adjustable flat top grill, and I'm going to show you every step of this. And I promise you, this is something you do want to try. So pay attention. Write it down if you have to. Whatever the case may be, you definitely want to try this if you like blue crab. I've got charcoal all up under this wok here. Now I will have to add more charcoal when I get ready to do the crabs. And you want them really, really hot when you do the crabs. Not so much because of the heat, because I can let this thing all the way down, but mainly to keep the smoke out of them. Smoke and blue crab just don't get along, but the grill flavor is what we're after. We're going to go in with 1 pound of butter. Let all that melt down good. That's the beauty of this grill. If it's too hot, I can let it down. If it's not hot enough, I can bring it up. Now, you could easily make this sauce indoors. It doesn't have to be grilled, but since I'm firing up the grill anyway, might as well just use it all in one place. Yep, this is where the magic happens right here. Pay attention to this sauce, and like I said earlier, write it down. There's not a whole lot of ingredients. I'll give you every measurement that's going in here. All right, now this is key right here. 1/2 cup of garlic. Now this is not garlic, even though it looks like it. That did not come out of a jar. Do not use the jarred stuff. They actually put other ingredients in that kills the sharpness of the garlic. This garlic is a key component of this sauce, so make sure to mince your own. I've got a it's not a garlic press, it actually rolls over the top of it and it gives you that real fine mince like that. Now, a lot of this stuff you can get in your Asian store. That's where I got it. These are called kaffir leaves. These are kaffir lime leaves. I got 4 of them going in. Actually, I got 5 or 6 going in now that I'm looking. It's not going to hurt it. Just mix those in. Keep in mind, this is Viet Cajun. It's going to be a combination of both flavors. Now, this is lemongrass that I chopped up earlier. And I kind of pounded it to get the oils out of it. Mix that into the mix. By the way, I had 3 tablespoons of the lemongrass. Now you can take a little over like a heaping tablespoon of crab ball mix. This is Louisiana crab ball mix going in. Give it a little Cajun influence. And so you know, Vietnam was occupied by the French for a lot of years, and a lot of the Cajun influence already exists in Vietnamese cooking. So that's why they're such a great fusion. They really pair well together. Now I'm going to go in with the juice of 1 whole lemon. Give all this a good stir. All right, now this ingredient, this is sriracha. Now this is not the rooster sriracha. They actually quit making that because of a lot of complaints about the smell. But I did get this at an Asian store. And if you don't want to use that, you could actually use a Louisiana hot sauce. But I like this influence here. And I'm telling you, it is definitely beginning to smell like a Chinese restaurant out here. All right, this is 3 crabs fish sauce, tablespoon. Give that a good stir. And that is all the ingredients. That is your sauce. That's what we're going to be basting over these crabs. I'm going to let this simmer maybe another minute or 2. Just get everything nice and infused together. Then we're just going to shove this off to the side, and then I'm going to readjust my charcoal to where I can layer at least a dozen crabs. I think this grill's big enough to put all 24, but I want to leave this on here to keep everything warm, so I'll probably just use half of this grill top, and I'll do 12, and then I'll do another 12. We'll see how it works out anyway. All right, it's time to start layering on some crabs. See how many I can get across here. Now, so you know, when I did the sauce, I had this grate adjusted down from the third from the top, the 3rd notch from the top, and now I've got it all the way to the lowest notch. Now we want to take this sauce, stir it up every now and then, and just start putting this on your crabs. Try to get you some garlic pieces in there. Just baste the whole thing. Now try to reserve a little bit of that because the claws isn't really going to get into this seasoning. And we want something to be able to dip in. We're going to let it go about 5 to 7 minutes on this side. We're going to flip it over, go so many minutes, and flip it back over. We're going to baste it every time it goes back to this side. All right, I just flipped them over. Let them go a couple, 2 or 3 minutes on this side, and flip them back over. Just like any other cooking method, when they turn red through and through, I'm talking about the claws and flippers and things like that, you don't see any green or blue in them, they're done. All right, let's go ahead and flip them over. Get these flipped over and get them sauced again. Get them sauced back up. All right, I'm gonna let these go a few more minutes, and then we'll get the other ones on. I'll do them off camera. Well, here we go. Look at there, man. Pile them up high. Of course, the flies are coming out. We're in August. These things are still pretty hot. I did them in 2 batches, so let me take one here up under the bottom. There we go, just like that. Take and break off some of this lump crab meat right here. Oh, that flavor, man. My wife, she's already had one. Was it good?
Oh my gosh, was it good.
Fantastic. You can also dip that in the sauce. I still got plenty of sauce left. Fantastic. I hope y'all give this one a try. It's a whole nother spin on blue crabs. I like them boiled. I like them steamed. I like crab cakes fried. This is killer. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm Russ Jones with Smoky Ribs Barbecue.